130, 130. I never even expected to reach 1 subscriber, let alone 130. Blown my brain. Like, my mind is blown. Just because there's 130 of you guys who watch my videos or who just support and just want to follow and see. Sometimes you might not even watch my stuff. It's okay. What I believe what needs to be reached will be reached. Who needs to hear what I say will hear, right? But I want to get straight to the point. Some of you guys know that some don't. I harvest, right? I want to be a farmer, let alone not even be a farmer. I want to produce. I want to be self-reliant. I want to be self-reliant and not more reliant on people, or not even people. This country, right? I live in the United States. I want to have the freedom to harvest my own vegetables and fruit and have my own type of food and not worry about if it's organic or if it's been sprayed with some crazy pesticides. I don't want to worry about that because I know where I got the seeds. I know where I got the seeds. I know where I planted them. And then I know how much delicate I was, and how it was not even the word of delicate that I'm looking for. It's another word that I'm searching for, but I just can't pick it up, which is okay, right? I know how I treated my plants. Now, last season, right? We're in a new season. It's just about harvest time, right? It's just about time to start harvesting some plants or planting stuff, and it's almost that time, right? Frost needs to end. On the last day of frost, you can start planting, and I'm waiting to plant stuff. Now, I had one problem last year. I had a huge problem, right? I've had harvest, not even harvest. I had intentions in harvesting a lot of things that I wasn't able to have last year, just because I had one problem. I had a problem in my garden, and that was a groundhog. Whenever I would plant, say, a vegetable, the next day or the next day after that, that vegetable was gone. It was non-existent because the groundhog got to it. Now, when winter came, when fall came, it came time for the groundhog to go to sleep, to hibernate for the winter, and they hibernated. But now I see them. It's a reoccurring problem. Before I even plant my plants now for this year, I need to get rid of this groundhog. It's a few of them. It's like a little family. Even around this time, I looked up, they're creating even more problems. Around this time in March, before it's time to for real plant and start really get going on a farm, right? Or get going in the garden, they're reproducing. Their babies are just now or just been born. Literally. They produce around this time. What? Sorry, I just got a text that dumbfounded me. Anyways, back to the script. I need to hit it on this topic. I have a reoccurring problem, right? Sometimes in life, man, we have reoccurring problems, right? Sometimes I never would have expected to hit 130 subscribers. I would have never expected to hit 130 subscribers. But yet I did. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe that I could be entertaining, or I didn't believe that I could create an audience. But yet I did, in a sense. because I have 130 of you guys. I have one subscriber. I never even expected to have one subscriber, right? But I have, back to the script, I have a reoccurring problem, right? The groundhog is gonna ruin my harvest again. I'm not gonna be able to harvest nothing if this groundhog continues to stay alive, or continues, or if he doesn't get relocated. I don't have a garden. My garden is non-existent. I'll be able to only produce onions, beans, tomatoes, and some peppers, green peppers, red, your sweet peppers. That's really all I got out of last year. And I planted squash, planted okra, I planted corn, I planted all these type of vegetables that I eat. Yet the problem kept reoccurring. And I didn't stop the problem. I let the problem keep coming, keep reoccurring. In life, we think, oh, well, now it's wintertime, the problem's no longer existing, right? The problem is no longer in mind, right? Because it's in harvest, I don't see it, it's out of sight, out of mind. But next thing you know, we're in March, here comes the groundhog trotting around in the fields. Look at that. Just look at that for a second. Take a look at that. That's one day I want to be like that. One day I will be like that, speaking into existence. But when you have a problem, you can't just pretend it's not there. Just because it's not there, just because it's wintertime, I can't be like, oh, the groundhog's gone. No, the groundhog came back. He's back. Sometimes we have problems in our life. Sometimes we have things that enter our mind that bother us, and then we're distracted. We're shortly distracted with social media, or we're distracted with something new. If we buy a new thing or something, we forget about the old thing that brought us some type of problem, right? Because we replaced it. But then when I want to go back, the problem's still there. The problem is still existing. So what do you do when you're consistently having a problem? You got to get rid of the problem, right? You have to terminate that problem. That you have to terminate, even if it just is sometimes out the week. I'm down because I think this way, or I think towards this way, or I feel this way, or my loved one does this to me, and it's only a few times. It's okay though. It's not a problem, but it's a problem, right? I don't think it's a problem, but really it is a problem because it's bothering me. It's on my mental all the time. And you have to look in the mirror, man. You have to grab that problem by the throat and throw it out. Get away from me. You do not exist in my intermatrix. You can't give anything you give energy towards, right? Anything you give your energy towards, an outcome is gonna happen. Even if it's just a little energy, even if it's not even a lot of energy, right? Barely any energy towards it, right? You're still gonna have some type of result. Some type of something your fingerprint is on it. You put your energy towards it. If you put your energy towards something, you want something out of it. You want the best, you want an outcome. You're gonna get what you put in, right? You hear that saying all the time, or I heard it a lot of times. You get what you put in, okay? But when you have a problem in your life, when something is down on you, when something continues to be on your mind, you can't just pretend it's not there. You pretend it's not there, it's gonna get bigger, right? It's gonna become an even bigger problem. And then you're gonna start thinking about it. It was just once a week, now it's twice a week. Now it's just twice a week, now it's all the time. It's every day. Once a day for 5 days. That's a week. It progressed. It got larger. The problem became bigger, right? We don't want that. We want to terminate that problem. We want to get rid of that problem. As soon as you see the problem, as soon as you identify the problem, you need to get rid of it. Straight up. Because it can hold you back from where you're going, right? I've talked in my past video, I talked about your destination. We're trying to reach a destination. We're trying to get somewhere. I'm not driving just to drive. I'm driving to reach my destination where I want to go, right? But if I have this problem that keeps hindering me from getting to my destination, and I just say, oh, it just reoccurs sometimes. It just pops up once in a while. A few miles from now, it'll be gone. It'll be away. Right? No. You can't think that way. Because when you come back, when you turn around, what if you have to turn around? You have to face that problem again. You have to face the problem. Get rid of the problems, man. Get rid of the things that are holding you back and holding you down. That's all I'm trying to say. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Yeah.